Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready?
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks.
Everything you got, let's go.
Hello and welcome to week 15 of the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. Cam, the Buffalo Bills need a new head coach. I switched off the Rams like an idiot. And then, just paint the picture. It's 3rd and 7. You're down 3 points. You stop the Rams. 4th and 7 at the 35. They can kick a 52-yarder to go up 6, whatever. You accept a holding penalty instead of forcing the 4th down. Give them 3rd and 17, and what happens? They end up getting a first down because they go for it on 4th and 5 because it was shorter, and then score a touchdown 3 plays later, and the Bills are down by 2 scores, lose the game. It just, I don't know how these head coaches can, you just can't understand just simple game management. Who cares if you go down 6? You have Josh Allen who hasn't won the game.
Exactly. The Bills got to start thinking about the big picture. If you're down within one possession, we're going to win the fucking football game because that's how good this kid is. He can take it by himself. I told you, me and Gabe talk about this too. You guys know, you guys are Bills fans. This guy's got to change his thinking. You can't play scared. You got to start being the bully, the aggressor. I told you, I was just there on vacation in Buffalo. These people still think this team's going to choke, because they've seen this movie before so many times. There's no confidence. There's no anything.
How can you be confident in the defense after that, Cam?
No. I don't know, Drew, but it was. We said this, though. I was on the Rams. I go, bad spot for the Bills.
Yep, we both agreed.
After a big win
like an idiot. And then first and goal from the 1, you have all 3 timeouts. You call QB sneak, and then it gets stopped, and then you're like, oh, let's use the timeout anyway. What? Just call the same play again, run it quick. You wasting that timeout means you have to onside kick now. It's just a terrible coaching time. And then the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football, just to lay the dagger into all the Bills fans, Cam. They win on a field goal off the upright. A doink in. Not a doink out like 99% of other teams. A doink in, because that's just how it goes for the Chiefs.
Still, Drew, haven't covered a spread since the incident.
Yep, it's true. We're on the
ATS. Just bet against these guys, ATS. They can't cover spread.
I would have been happier with my Chargers money line, but I hit the Chargers spread anyway. But it would have been nice to see that doink bounce out for once, Cam.
Yes, it would. Now you guys are screwed. You know you're going to Kansas City in the playoffs if you go that deep.
I don't think they're going to make it even that far. That defense.
Maybe.
We'll see. Anyways, Cam, other games that disappointed us this week. Seattle covered for us. Absolutely stomped the Cardinals like we said would happen. San Fran stomped Chicago like we said would happen. Yep. Pittsburgh stomped the Browns. I think you were on the Browns side. That was one of your few games you got wrong, but I was on the Steelers as my bronze, and that helped me out. Giants screwing you over by they covered, but they just couldn't beat the Saints for you. They had to let that Saints win total just squeak towards the over.
You know what the worst is too, Drew? I'm in a contest with guys, and I give them the Giants, but we got off it because everyone's like, oh, they're injuries. And then the team I put on, Raiders, who don't cover. So it's just a double slap. Just a lesson to everybody. I don't care who you talk to or whatever, or fan of the team, non-fan of the team. Your first instinct is usually your right instinct. And there's a lot of noise and people telling you what to do. Just do your thing. You know what I mean? You're going to have good weeks and bad weeks.
Yep.
I listened to people this week, and if I just listened to myself, it would have been perfect. But I changed a couple of things because they didn't want to do it, and I took one for the team, and I'm going to end up hurting myself with the losing picks that they go. I had winning picks, and you had substituted your losing picks for my winning picks. Now we're all getting fucked. So here's the deal. Do it your way. I don't care how you do it. Is that Subway? Have it your way?
Yeah.
Whatever the hell. I want to do it my way, and I'm not telling people what to do anyway. You want to tell me? Do it with your own money, because I'm not going to be a team with a guy who's telling me we're taking this team. Guy wants me to bet against Seattle too. I'm like, that. What are you doing? We like the Seahawks this week. Oh, got a feeling about Arizona.
Too many cooks in the kitchen is always a problem. You can't.
Oh, that's my life. Is too many damn cooks in the kitchen. Everyone would fucking leave my kitchen. Let me cook. Let Russ cook.
Even when you have your best bets, Cam, you're always like, I know the analytics because I shouldn't pick that, and then they end up winning, and then the pick you switch to ends up losing. It's just
actually without switches, Drew, it would have had almost a perfect week. All my switches were actually wrong. I got off the Jets to Miami.
Jets Miami was wrong, and then Minnesota Atlanta was wrong. Yep. Yeah, you would have been 9-2 if you didn't.
9-2 without switches, and I find a way to lose money. Anybody out there with a question? The question is, how can a man win at this percentage and lose money? Question mark. Why is he so stupid? Money management? Question mark. Anyway, let's roll.
I had an okay week because of the props. My props went 3 out of 4.
My girlfriend's laughing at me because she sees my money management. Very poor.
Well, did you at least do well at the blackjack table on Buffalo?
I grinded, Drew. Anyway, more questions about that. I'll tell you. Playing with stoners at 4:00 in the morning. I've already given you that speech. Don't do it.
Yep.
Wake up in the morning with the seniors. If they're drinking coffee, that's a good sign. If they're drinking straight triple vodkas and you can smell it on their breath, they smell like a fire engine. walk away as fast as you can. Maybe run. I'm going to tell you. And also, anybody that just smells like a little bit off, like you got to have a nice scent at the table. Know who I like? Rich couple from Lackawanna rolling in there with Gucci gear and stuff. The guy's got a nice watch.
Those when the wife's hanging on his shoulder?
Yeah. The wife hanging on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Hanging on the shoulder, watching Lackawanna Larry hit everything.
Yep.
Money finds money. And I'm like, I'm at this table. I'm sick and tired of donating with a bunch of stiffs at 4:00 in the morning.
How was your famous buffalo tacos that you went out and got on Thursday night?
Oh, no, I didn't go, Drew. Actually, we kind of cheaped out. We went to the other Anchor Bar because there's one across, not the original one.
Yeah.
You still can't get a bad wing in that town. But it's funny, the place that you mentioned, I talked to a lot of people after. They say it's one of the most underrated. So if we ever go to a Sabres or a Bills game, you got to take me to Bar Bill because this place looks legendary. Even my girlfriend's like, this place looks fucking amazing. Like,
it is very legendary.
I go, it's a little bit too far, but...
some of the comments even were like, shout out Drew for knowing Bar Bill. And I was like,
yeah. Drew knows Western New York quite well, actually. Oh, yeah, Drew. I didn't tell you. So I lose that cord for our show or else we can't tape. I saw every friggin' hamlet of Western. Like I went to Williamsville, Amherst, Lackawanna. My Uber ride was $200. It was worth more than the cable for $150 so I could do shows. So I basically worked and lost money because I had to go. You know what? They didn't have it at 5 stores. Walmart, Target. Yep. The last one we found was Best Buy in Amherst. You know where Amherst is from my freaking, it's a 40-minute drive. I couldn't I'm just like, anyway, let's make picks.
Well, he should have done this sober, apparently, so you didn't have to Uber. That's the moral of the story, Cam.
Yes, Drew. Sober was be good. We could have caught you at the Avalanche game, bet them live, and everything would have been fine.
And next time, Cam, just open your Uber app and you can Uber these tools, this equipment to your hotel. That's what I do when I'm on the road.
Uber it to your hotel. Didn't even think about that.
You can literally buy it on the app. Save yourself the trouble. Make Johnny whatever on Uber go drive and get the product.
That's a great idea.
You pay the extra $10 for delivery, but whatever, it's worth it. Save yourself.
You could do that. I was going to deliver on Amazon, but it was 1 day late. They actually would have had same day delivery. Like I would have been there.
You can do anything you want.
So you're telling me call the Uber driver. And
what
do I tell them?
Open the Uber Eats app where you buy food, and you go to groceries/items, and you can find Best Buy in there, whatever.
So I can say like MacBook charger. Yeah. And they'll get it right.
Yep.
I have to take a picture. Okay.
Yeah,
we'll talk about this later.
I get everything delivered to my house, like bottles of whiskey, like chargers, anything.
Bottles of whiskey, you say? Well,
yes.
Maybe I'm going to tell me where you live, Drew. I'll just hang out by your porch for a while. Sounds like a good place to shop.
Yeah, it's not bad.
My stuff gets stolen because my neighbor's like, yeah, I'll help you out. Guy smoking spliffs in the garage. I'm like, oh, there goes my dad's foot massager. Yeah. Okay, let's roll.
Let's get into tonight, Cam. Cincinnati Bengals, Dallas Cowboys. We're both on the Bengals -5. It's dropped to -5. I'm sticking with it. I think the Bengals are going to smoke them tonight. I know the Cowboys have this belief that they're still going to make the playoffs with Cooper Rush. It's not happening, Cam. Are you on the same side as me?
I am, Drew, but just the way the Bengals are losing, like they're done. And I got to be honest with you, they have to be the most disappointing team for our there's 2 teams that have screwed us all year, Cincinnati and Tennessee. Yep. Carolina's our friend now. Like they were our enemy earlier on, but they've really showed up.
Xavier Legette's now our enemy though, because that money.
Yeah, Legette's a problem. But I'm just saying they cover numbers, and everybody likes Carolina is doing great things right now. They're playing like a football team. Adam Thielen changed everything. Their defense is healthy with Horn. But you're right, Drew. I'll give the Bengals one more shot. I think Dallas sucks. I don't want to switch picks because look what happened when we switch picks. We got to stick with the shit we got. Give me the fucking Bengals. -5, whatever it is. They should murder Dallas if they show any type of defense tonight, but I don't really trust it. But I'll stay on the Bengals, yes.
My same game parlay for tonight, Joe Burrow 300 yards, Joe Burrow 3 touchdowns, and Chase over 78 yards. It's +600.
Love it. That's a great price.
Yeah, I'll take it. Let's do our touchdown parlay for tonight quick before we move on to week 15, Cam. Okay. Give me 2 guys you think are going to score tonight. Doesn't matter the team. Just give me 2.
I'll go Dowdle and Brown. Give me both backs.
Dowdle and Brown. Okay. I will go Jake Ferguson.
Like it. And give me a Bengal. If we're betting the Bengals, we better have another.
And I'll go T. Higgins.
Okay. Perfect.
Actually, you know what? I'm taking Jake Ferguson off. I'm going Chase and Higgins.
Thank you. If we're going to bet on the Bengals, have 3 Bengals, 1 Cowboy. That's how we're going to do the recipe.
Okay. Yes, I will do it. And that's 10-1. Not the greatest. Done. Not the worst.
Drew, I'll take anything in the plus right now after what I don't even know what I did, to be honest with you, losing money. But anyway, that's don't even remember.
All right, fair enough. All right, 10-1 parlay. Dowdle, Brown, Chase, and Higgins. We're on the Bengals, that's for sure. I'm trying to think of a long shot first TD score for everybody. Why
would you do that? I got one. The Bengals' 3rd string tight end whose name I can't pronounce, like friend of Spam, Hawaiian. Eva, you know the name? IOV. I can't pronounce his last name.
Yosevas.
Yes, Yosevas.
Yeah, he's a receiver.
Whatever he is, I'm going to take him at 20-1 for first touchdown.
Yeah,
right?
he's 18-1.
Sold.
I also don't mind Jalen Tolbert at 22-1 or Turpin at 30-1. Dallas Cowboys been using him.
Good call.
All right, moving on, Cam. Thursday Night Football. San Francisco hosting the LA Rams. The Rams coming off their big defeat of the Buffalo Bills, keeping their playoff hopes alive and division hopes alive. Seattle, LA, Week 18 might be for the division, Cam.
Good.
San Fran -2 at home. Shanahan has owned McVay in this matchup, Cam, but does he own him on Thursday nights? That's the biggest question of the season.
I told you, Drew, I should have gone. My problem was San Fran was one of my favorite plays this week, and people were looking at me like I had 3 heads. I go, that's the perfect type of team to beat down in Chicago. Yeah. This is a divisional game. Who's better? San Fran's still better than LA. I don't care if they beat the Bills. It was a bad spot for the Bills. Yeah. San Fran has injuries. I don't give a fuck. I'm only laying 2 with San Francisco. If they lose this game, that's on me. Give me San Francisco. It doesn't really matter. Seattle just wants both of these teams to kick the crap out of each other, right? And get hurt. Like, that's the whole thing. But I'll take San Fran -2.
I'm going to go San Fran as well. I think they're the better football team just because of the defense. The Rams' defense is atrocious. We've seen good teams like the Eagles and Bills absolutely just move the ball at will against them. San Fran, as bad as they've been, their offense is still very good, even with Garendo, who might be out too. They're just losing running backs left and right. He left the game with an ankle sprain. I don't even know who their next running back is. Patrick Taylor?
I don't either.
I think it's Patrick Taylor, but even still, Purdy alone will be able to beat these guys, I think, outright.
They should have kept your boy Ray McLeod as like a 5th back or something. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, but basically, they have to turn like a punt returner or a special teams guy into a running back.
Just use Devo.
I agree. You know what? Great call, Drew. Like, enough is enough. I know you guys are hurt, but if you want to save the season, you basically use Samuel like a tool that has 9 different uses. He's a bottle opener.
And that's how he was used 2 years ago when they were so good. Yes. It was Devo out of the backfield and everything.
You get it.
So we're both on San Fran. This might be my minerals, Cam. I love the spot, and I love that the public's on the Rams because they beat the Bills. Everyone saw that, and now, give me San Fran as not a public favorite. I like that. The Tennessee Titans disappointing us once again, losing to Mac Jones outright. Will Levis just sucks at football, Cam. I'm sick of defending this guy.
He does. I'm done with the mayonnaise commercials, him doing the splits on mayonnaise cans. You know what, dude? Just beat it. Like, you should not be endorsed by anything but like a losing bank loan company because that's all we do. Actually, hi, I'm Will Levis. I'll give you a loan. Yeah, after betting Tennessee all year, I need one. I don't know what to do with this game. These are two, Drew. It's like both of our loser kids that come back with an F.
Easy.
What?
It's easy. You can't take the Titans anymore. No more. I'm banning them from the show.
No, I can't. Titans. I can't lay 5 with Cincy. Sorry, just can't do it.
Oh my gosh. I gotta go Cincy, Cam.
Okay.
Like Mac Jones just.
Drew, I know, Drew, but the NFL's like, this is the week they show up, right? Anyway,
even if they show up, Burrow might score 30 on them. They can't score enough to cover this number.
Why is it 5? I'm asking you a question.
I think it's 5 now, but I think after tonight it's going to be 7.5.
You know what? I'm just going to leave this one. This is like I gave you my speech off the top.
You agree with me? If
I'm not happy. No, like honestly, I'm not going to play this for a lot of money. I'm just saying for pick show, we have to pick every game.
Yeah.
I'm taking these losers because these are the type of games they show up in when nobody
I'm just saying, you agree with me?
To.
If the Bengals smoke the Cowboys tonight, this is climbing to like 7.5.
Yes, if the Bengals win this game by margin, they'll be favored.
Or if you like 7. The Titans, you wait. You don't bet it now. That's my point.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I like the Bengals, so I'm going to bet it now. Give me that.
Bagman likes the Bengals. I can already tell you.
Correct.
Okay,
it's like your sidekick or something. All right. Okay. Kansas City going to Cleveland to take on the Browns. The Browns +6 at home. The total is 44 points. I like the over in this. I like James Winston to throw a few pick sixes or at least throw enough touchdowns to go over this number. Can the Chiefs finally cover a spread, Cam? Like everyone's Cleveland.
No, I'm taking Cleveland, and this team I hate. Man, a lot of teams that right out of the gate, like Cincinnati, Tennessee, and Cleveland are my 3 shit parlay. Like that's my toilet bowl right there, just covered. Like I can't stand these teams, what they do to me financially. But you know what? The Chiefs have not covered a spread since that crap happened. They don't cover numbers. I'm taking Cleveland, the mistake by the lake. Give me 6 mistakes +6. I'm in. And you know what? They'll screw me on the last play of the game. They'll throw a pick 6 and lose by 7. That's
Cam, am I crazy thinking James Winston could win this football game?
No, you're not, because I'm betting Cleveland too. But we're both, Drew. Now my idiocy is rubbed off on you. Not only are you tired from your newborn, you're listening to me, and I'll give you some bad takes. So take Cleveland.
I think the only way Cleveland doesn't cover this is if the Chiefs defense gets a touchdown.
I agree. You know what? Cleveland's a play in this game, but it's a very dangerous bet because like they were in that Pittsburgh game until things got stupid. Like I don't understand this. Like these guys are they're great at killing themselves, but I'll take them.
And like Judy killing the Steelers secondary, they're like, oh, you know what? Let's just stop throwing to this guy.
Oh, I know. Like honest to God, their coordinator, the guy's such an idiot. Jerry Judy had like 2 of the best games. You don't even go to the guy.
My thing is God going to deliver Jameis from pick sixes like he has? That's the question.
No, he's not. God doesn't care about Jameis Winston's pick sixes. He cares about Kansas City winning games after they kicks off bars. God is a Chiefs fan. He doesn't bet on them to cover, but they win.
I'm taking the Browns to be down by 10 and score a garbage time touchdown to cover this number.
Perfect.
That's what I'm doing. All right. The Giants hosting the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are minus 14.5 road favorites. This is a big road number, Cam.
Ravens.
The total's still only 43.5. Despite having a 14-point favorite, the total's only 43.5. I think the Ravens might get to this number on their own. I love the over in this spot, Cam.
So do I. Ravens 41, Giants 9.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, how does this game even close? Like,
I don't care. And when have I ever said no to I'm getting 14.5 points? The answer is never, people.
I don't think I've ever seen you take a more than 2 touchdown favorite on the show ever.
But I am, because the Giants for what? Another team. You could have beat the Saints outright. You screwed it up. You screwed it up again. Baltimore might walk in there and literally they win by even 3 points a quarter. It's almost covering 4, 8, 12. They win by 4 points a quarter. That's 16. It's minus 14.5. They'll beat the Giants by a touchdown a quarter.
Derrick Henry might score 4 touchdowns himself.
I'm going to bet him 2+ touchdowns in the game. Agreed.
All right.
Baltimore, please.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Put this one in the pipe because I'm never taking a 14.5 point favorite ever again. It'll be done once.
Carolina.
All right. Next game. Carolina. I don't even care what the number
Carolina
is.
Panthers.
Pick them.
1 point favorite at home against the Dallas Cowboys. Cam, can Bryce Young continue this good streak of good football where he should have beat the Eagles? He should have beat the Chiefs the week before that. The Cowboys are nowhere near as good a team as those 2 teams. Do we have to pick the Carolina Panthers as a favorite? Are we crazy?
Well, I'm crazy. You didn't use the word we, but me is what I am. Cam Carolina, Paul Panther. Dallas, hopefully they played kind of good tonight, even if Cincinnati covers to get this number. Pick them, but I don't care. Drew, I love what Carolina's doing.
Yeah.
Bryce Young sitting them out. Let's give him a lot of credit. The return of Thielen, everything. This team is playing well. If not for a drop ball by Leggett, the Eagles are one of the best teams in the league, and Carolina was with them step for step.
They almost beat the Chiefs the week before.
They almost beat the Chiefs the week before, ladies and gentlemen. Carolina, I don't care. I love this game. It might be in my minerals.
I like this game too, Cam. I think this is going to be the Chuba Hubbard coming up party. The Canadian Prince. The Canadian Prince is going to score 3 touchdowns in this game, and Carolina's going to cover this number by double digits. I can see this game being like 27-17 for the Carolina Panthers. As crazy as that sounds, Cam, what a comeback story. Can anyone win comeback player of the year when they get benched in the same season? Because I think Bryce Young kind of deserves it.
It's a good call. I don't know if it's comeback player of the year, but Smith and Jigba, what he's done for Seattle in the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Ridiculous.
He's just clearly the number 1 receiver now. Metcalf's going to be gone in the offseason, I think.
Oh yeah, Metcalf's good as gone, and we're going to draft another receiver with him, and we're rebuilding. I'm very happy with the Seahawks rebuild, Drew. Let's put it that way. I thought it was going to take a lot longer than it has.
Yeah, you can't be upset about it. That's for sure. We'll see how the season ends though, because if they miss the playoffs, then it's not as great. All right, the Jacksonville Jaguars hosting Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets coming off their big win over the Miami Dolphins. Cam.
No, Miami won.
Oh, sorry, Miami won late. They covered. The Jets covered. Yeah,
they covered by the hook.
Tyreek Hill late. That's right. Sorry, idiot. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Mac Jones. Cam, can Mac Jones continue this run of good quarterback play? And
yes,
you like the Jags here?
Yes, I do. I'm not betting the Jets as a favorite in any type of game. Give me Jacksonville. They beat Tennessee outright. You know what? Mac Jones is at least battling. Let's give him credit. I don't lay numbers with the Jets. I think they suck. And that loss against Miami, the party's over. Just mail it in. Jaguars are at home getting 3. Give me Jacksonville. I like them a lot.
I really like the Jets here, Cam. I'm sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
I think their offense can score 20 plus on the Jags. And
they suck.
How many points do you have to score on the Jags to cover 3? 20, 17?
I'm thinking 17 to 20. I don't think they get
and I don't think the Jags defense can stop.
I think the score is like 14-13 for somebody.
If Aaron Rodgers only scores 13 points on the Jacksonville Jaguars, he should retire that day.
Well, what's he doing against anybody this year?
He looked okay against Miami. His first 300-yard game in 4 years or 3 years. I was like,
don't worry about it. He'll be hurt this week. As the season progresses, he had 1 good game against a divisional rival. I don't care. Jacksonville.
Where do you think Mr. Tiebreaker Man is on this one?
He's going with the Jets.
Correct. 2 for 2. All right. The Washington Commanders going to New Orleans to take on your favorite team in the NFL, the New Orleans Saints. Commanders coming off a bye, 7.5-point favorites on the road. Derek Carr banged up again.
You start.
I think Carr's going to play. Commanders
don't.
off a bye. If Carr doesn't play, I really like the Commanders here.
I don't want to sound like a jerk. I need Carr for the rest of the year to hit that 7.5 wins total. I don't want the man hurt permanently, but I need him just to step away from football. Let the Saints win no more than 7 games. I need Washington hard in this game. You know what? I'm going to have to bet Washington because I need them to win the game. I need the Saints to lose this game.
I'm going Commanders because the Commanders have been blowing out bad teams. Their offense is explosive enough to do that, and I think the Saints are a bad football team. Just give me the Commanders winning this one 31-17, regardless of Carr plays. And they'll cover. They're 8-4-1 ATS already in the season, so I'm going to get them to go 9-4-1. And the New Orleans Saints have not been covering even as underdogs. All right, Cam. Miami going to Houston, take on the Texans. Texans coming off a bye, 3-point favorites at home. Looks like they're finally fully healthy outside of Diggs. I think Miami just like their season's on the line. Houston's pretty much locked in the division no matter what.
I love Miami.
I think the hungry team's on the road here coming in. I know Houston's off a bye, but yeah, I like the Dolphins here. Am I crazy?
No, dude, I'm in the loony bin with you. 2 straight jackets, one for me and one for my friend Drew. Like, that's what we do, me and you. But I'm going to tell you, Miami wins this game against the Jets in overtime. Drew, we played sports at, like, I'm not going to say high levels, whatever. But I know these type of wins, when you're on a team and you're shittier than you expect and you have a big win like that, that buoys the team. Like, you start to get a little bit of excitement. You go up to your buddy, hey, we can do this. Like, let's figure this out. Let's cut out the bullshit and let's go on a heater. I like the Dolphins +3 in this game. I like them to win the game outright, so I'll take the 3.
Yeah, I like them to win this game as well. I know everyone's going to be like, Houston's off a bye. Are you crazy? They're at home and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. When you have a team that's hungry, I think that's just better. And then their offense, I think Miami can beat bad teams. I don't think Houston's a great team, but I don't think they're bad. This is like a very even match for me, Cam. I don't know if I'll be betting it hard, but I like Miami in this spot.
Yep.
All right, moving on. The final 8 games of the week.
God.
The Steelers going to Philadelphia, take on the Eagles in the Battle of Pennsylvania. The Eagles are 4.5-point home favorites. 65% of the public is already on the Steelers +4.5. A.J. Brown calling out Jalen Hurts after the game, saying the passing offense needs to improve. Jalen Hurts only had 106 yards passing against Carolina.
Fantasy quarterback, you know that. Oh, by the way, in your league, Drew, I didn't have time. I go in there, I can't get another guy. I don't even know how to work the waiver wire. I started Breece Hall. The guy didn't even play.
Oh, my God.
You guys are going to kick me out of the league pretty soon. But you know what? I got bigger fish. I got a lot of problems, so I just realized I'm like, great. But I did have Gus Edwards in my lineup, and he scored a touchdown. But that's a story for another day. I need you to help me with my fantasy team. I'm not used to that site. Give me Philadelphia. Yeah.
It's not a crazy site. It's like the most normal site ever.
I'm on ESPN on mine, but anyway.
Yes,
whatever.
I'm
an old guy.
The age difference. You're on ESPN.
Yeah. Yes, that is the age. Me and my old friends are in 2 leagues on ESPN, and I know how to work that one. This Yahoo one, I don't even know how to drop players. I'm always hitting the wrong buttons. I'm just not used to it yet. Give me Philadelphia as an unpopular favorite this week. Do it, Drew.
I'm always the Pittsburgh guy, but something feels fishy.
Something tells me this game smells like dead salmon. Yeah. Philadelphia.
This feels really weird, and I don't know why, but Philly just almost got beat by Carolina.
Yep. And they're popping up a 4.5 against one of the best defenses in the league. I wonder. I'll tell you one thing. Hey, Russell Wilson, you're playing against Philadelphia, not Cleveland. Those mistakes are going to get exposed, and Philadelphia is going to cover in this spot and win by a touchdown. Give me the Eagles.
Can we trust Jalen Hurts?
I don't care. It's about Pittsburgh to me because people look at this team and I get it. Their defense is amazing. The Steelers are awesome. Hell, I wish I was a Steeler fan. I'd tell you I wouldn't have financial problems because they win and cover all the time. But this is the week. People are down on Philadelphia. I'm jumping on the bandwagon this week. And you know what? Pittsburgh, everybody's going to love that 4.5. It's a sucker play. This is the public dog of the week. In my opinion, I will take Philadelphia. That's the end of it. And I'm not going to switch. Everyone
thought the same thing last week when Pittsburgh was 6.5 against Cleveland. Everyone's like, oh, it's a sucker play, but it ended up being the right play.
Well, I'm the sucker. I bet on Cleveland, but I'm coming back to I like Philly.
I like Philly here, too. You convinced me, Cam. I think the total is also way too low, 43.5. I think, surprisingly, the Steelers' defense allows some scoring. Like, weirdly enough, they have a great D, but you can score on them through the air.
Yep.
So I could see this game being like 27-21 for Philly at the end of it, which covers the number. So, yeah, give me Philadelphia here to win this game. Next one, Buffalo going to Detroit, take on the Lions in what is deemed to be a Super Bowl preview. Maybe. I doubt it because the Bills' defense sucks. Detroit -2, Cam. Give me the Lions by...
Nope. Bills.
Yep.
Bills might be mineral pick. After that loss to the Rams, they go in there, Detroit, oh, we're the best. No, unstoppable. You almost lost to Green Bay. Buffalo had a bad game. Big deal. Buffalo Bill will ride into the Motor City, give me Buffalo +2 in a comeback, bounce back spot. 60% or more are going to be on the Lions in this game. I don't think it's the right side. I'm taking Buffalo, and Allen is going to go absolutely fucking bananas after that loss to the Rams. Give me Buffalo, and I love that, and I like it a lot.
I hope you're right, Cam. I just don't see it.
I get it. No, you know what? Logic tells you Lions. I'm not logical. As I said, I started a guy who didn't even play in a fantasy.
We said last week, Cam, the recipe to beat the Bills is to run the football. Best running team in the league besides the Eagles is the Detroit Lions.
I've heard these stories before, these narratives, and a lot of the time that's the week that the running game don't work. I don't care. I'm putting all the outside noise away. I'm just looking at this game from a perspective.
Amir Gibbs and Montgomery like 300 yards rushing.
No. Bills by a touchdown outright.
I hope you're right.
I'm not even joking. I bet how many times I always bet on Detroit.
You're right.
I was on Green Bay.
You're right.
I think it's a good spot for the Bills, and everyone loves the Lions, right? Oh, they're unstoppable. We'll see. The Buffalo Bills had a horrible game. You know how angry they're going to be coming into Detroit? They're going to be pissed, man. Give me Buffalo +2. I love the Bills this week.
You're not wrong. They should be.
I could be wrong. I don't know what the final score is, but I'm betting the Bills.
I can't trust the defense, Cam. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
Give me the Detroit Lions -2. Where do you think Mystery Tiebreaker Man is on this one?
Detroit.
Incorrect with you on the Bills. That little hesitation got you. You were like, Detroit.
I thought he was a fan of another team, but he tricked me again. The first time this week.
Fair. Actually. Indy going to Denver to take on the Broncos. Probably Indy's playoff lives on the line. Like they need this game. Otherwise, Denver has a 4-game lead on them, and it's just all she wrote for the Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson, can they go into Denver to take on the Broncos and Bo Nix, Cam? I say no. I think the Broncos defense and offense is good enough to win this game by 4. I think this number is too short. Give me the Denver Broncos to cover this number and win this game and put the final nail in the Colts' coffin for their season.
I'm going to take I'm going to take Indianapolis +4. This game is going to be changed. I thought about this game as one of the tougher ones. I can just see Indy hanging and maybe losing by like 3. It's a very good number by the books. 4. It's not 4.5. It's right there. They did a good job with this game. I believe in Indianapolis on the road. What do you do to Denver? You got to tenderize them a little bit with Jonathan Taylor. You got to have some quick hitches. It'll be a closer game than people anticipate. I think Denver wins by 3 and the spread is 4. So I will take Indianapolis. I got to believe to take a dog, a little money line sprinkle, but I have a feeling that Indianapolis will just lose a heartbreaker, maybe on a last-second field goal. Give me the horseshoe +4.
Where do you think Mystery Tiebreaker Man is on this one?
Denver.
Correct. I thought I'd get you with a little trick
3-1. No, you're not going to trick me again. Just one mistake.
Arizona hosting the New England Patriots, coming off their big defeat to at the hands of the Seattle Seahawks. Patriots going in, Cam, off a bye, +6.5. I think the Cardinals bounce back. What about you? You agree with me?
I don't like the fact that like 75% of the public are on the Cardinals. It's under a touchdown. This screams trap. I don't care. Arizona played a bad game against Seattle. This is it. They got to show up. They win this game by a touchdown. They cover the number. I'm on Arizona. Cheap, Drew. I'll tell you, I'm getting a good vibe with this team a little bit. Like I know when they're like against Seattle playing poorly, this is a huge game for the Cardinals. New England's just going to ride out the string. I think Cardinals win this game by 10-13. They cover 6.5.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Gerard Mayo is probably one of the worst, if not the worst coach in the NFL. I don't think they can game plan enough for Kyler Murray, even with the 2 weeks. I don't care. Give me Kyler Murray and the Cardinals offense. As long as he doesn't fuck it up and throw picks like he did against Seattle, I think they cover this number easy. Let's give me the Cardinals -6.5. Back in agreement, Cam. A couple splits before, but we're back. We're back on the same side.
Yeah, we are.
Reading each other's mail. I don't know about this one, though. Chargers hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chargers -3 at home, coming off their disappointing loss to the Chiefs. Tampa almost blew it against the Raiders, but still somehow won by 18 points. It was like a really weird game.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like looking at the Raiders. It was 14-10 for like 2 quarters,
and they were driving.
Yes, I'm like, how do I lose this bet? Like, how? That's the thing. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, here's the deal. I think the Chargers are a better team. They should have beat the Chiefs. They're at home. They're laying 3. Give me the lightning bolt here. I'm taking the Chargers. I don't care. I think they're better than Tampa Bay, and they're only laying 3. That's my opinion.
My thing is, it's a weird spot coming off that disappointing loss to the Chiefs.
It's your call. You do what you want to do. I'm betting the Chargers.
Yeah, give me the lightning bolt.
I think they win this game by a touchdown.
Give me the lightning bolt as well. Tampa Bay's smelling blood in the water, though, with how Atlanta's playing. They're now, who's first in that division? Is it now Atlanta? Or is it still Atlanta?
It's Tampa Bay.
They're now first.
Way ahead of Atlanta. Tampa Bay's got 1 million wins. Like, what's Atlanta? Atlanta can't win a football game. Tampa Bay's 7-6. What's Atlanta?
Atlanta's 6-7. So that's what I'm saying. The last week made them jump them.
I don't even know how Atlanta has 6 wins. They suck.
Yeah, they're 6-3. They're clearly in the division. Tampa Bay was plus 900 to win the division.
Atlanta has lost 1, 2. So what have they lost? How many games in a row?
3.
4?
Four.
No, they've lost 4.
4.
Saints, Broncos, Chargers.
Yeah, they were
Minnesota.
6-3. They were 6-3, and now they're 6-7.
They suck. They suck.
This game's bigger for Tampa than it is LA. That's the only thing that worries me. Like, LA's pretty much locked up a wild card spot now. I think Harbaugh's
going to have them ready to go,
I'm switching off Chargers to Tampa. I'm sorry.
Okay, cool.
I'm doing it.
It's fine.
I just don't like the spot for the Chargers. Something smells fishy.
Tiebreaker, Chargers.
Man? Correct.
4-1.
All right, Green Bay going to Seattle, take on your Seahawks. Seahawks +3 at home. Everyone's seen them beat the Cardinals, and they're still betting on the Packers coming off a bye. 74% of the public is on the Packers -3 on the road. People seen the narratives. Geno outdoors versus indoors. They seen him how well he was last week. I know you hate that narrative. Jordan Love in that offense against the Seattle defense that hasn't been that great against the pass. Cam, tell me why Seattle's going to win this game outright, never mind cover.
I'm not sure if they're going to win, but I like the fact that everyone's pounding Green Bay and we have a 3. That's my first suspicious flag. You could have put up 3.5 and people still betting the Packers. Do people not realize about Seattle too? They're one of these teams. I know they're not great. They're flawed in many areas, but if you watch Jordan Love, he's bound for mistakes too. This game might not have great conditions. He also makes a couple bonehead plays. So you know what? Seattle's defense is actually playing a lot better. Kobe Bryant's been playing better. The defensive line, when healthy, when Byron Murphy's there, it changes everything in the game. You know what, Drew? The whole world's going to be on Green Bay. I'll take Seattle. I wish I got the hook, but I'll take the 3.
I'm going to be with the whole world, Cam. I think Green Bay wins this game in 3 points. If it's 3.5, I think I might go Seattle. But without the hook, I got to go Green Bay here because I think they're going to win. So yeah, it's a lot of public on money on that side. If it grows even higher and the line doesn't move, I will be switching on Thursday's show. You can mark that now. If it moves towards 80% and the line does not move, I'm switching to Seattle. But as of right now, I'm on the Packers. Where do you think mystery tiebreaker man is?
Packers.
Correct. 4-1, right? Or is that 5-1?
5-1.
We disagreed on a bunch. The Minnesota Vikings hosting the Chicago Bears, an NFC North divisional matchup. Bears got slapped by San Fran. Minnesota, didn't look great, Cam. Where do you think this game goes?
Could you start? I'm having a problem with this game.
It's fair. Minnesota blew out Atlanta. Didn't look great doing it. I know everyone's like, oh, they blew them out, though. I was like, yeah, but it's still like they let Kirk Cousins stick around despite being
Chicago's the play, right, Drew? Divisional game, 6.5, trap. Everyone will be on Minnesota, Chicago coming off a horrible loss. You know what? I'm taking the Bears. I've already made my decision. This is a perfect type for an underdog just to cover. Minnesota wins, Chicago covers. Middle job between 1 and 6. That hook's huge. I'm going to take Chicago.
Caleb Williams has looked so bad, though, Cam.
Yep, he has.
I'm going with it's team
a divisional
purple
game.
Week, Cam. We're both wearing purple. We got to stick with the purple people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, okay. We are wearing purple. I'm going to take Chicago. You know what this line is? It's exactly like the Jets-Miami game. Same line, same whatever. You know what I mean? Dog division 6.5.
Except one team has Aaron Rodgers. This one has Caleb Williams.
Aaron Rodgers is old.
You think he's still better than Caleb Williams?
Yeah, so
that's it.
Caleb Williams. Anyway, give me the Bears. I don't have any gas left in the tank to argue with you. It's a divisional game. Give me 6.5.
Where do you think Mr. Tiebreaker Man is on this one?
He's going with Minnesota all day and all night.
Correct. I think this is the most we've disagreed like ever on the show.
Well, don't worry. Thursday's coming, and I got a lot of thinking to do. So
Atlanta going to Vegas, take on the Raiders. The Raiders are +4.5 at home. Atlanta loses a 4 straight, -4.5 road favorites. Can they get back on the winning track?
Yes.
It looks like Penix might start, Cam. I'm hearing some weird rumors.
I want him to start.
Really?
You know what? I do. I want Penix to start, and I want this line to go down to 3.5, and I'll hit up Atlanta and put it in the minerals. I'll take it 4.5 right now. This is where they get off the schneid. Frank Falcon destroying the Raiders. The Raiders, I don't care about Aiden O'Connell and his team. It's an interesting line, too, 4.5.
Well, Aiden O'Connell's done for the season, right?
Yeah, he's done. So
who's their starter?
I don't know. Isn't Minshew done, too?
Yeah, Minshew's also done. Raiders.
Who's their third-string quarterback? Hoyer?
Is it Hoyer still?
No, I don't think it is. I don't think. God, I'm just.
How bad is it that they don't even?
Anyway, I'm on Atlanta. I haven't really thought about the Raiders' third-string quarterback today, but
yeah,
it's somebody bad.
I'm on Atlanta as well. Hang on, I just want to make sure we got this right before.
Raiders quarterback depth.
Oh, Desmond Ridder, duh.
Oh yeah, Ritter. Oh boy,
revenge spot. I don't know. Cam, revenge spot. Atlanta team.
That's interesting. Actually, got me thinking. Holy jeez, yeah, you're right. Former Falcon, Raiders, or sorry, Falcons.
Yeah.
Falcons.
I know. Deep down, you're like, "Fuck, I want to get Ritter against."
You know me so well. I just think Atlanta because they lost 4 in a row. Drew, it's now or never. You got to beat this team. You have to. I don't know if they're going to win by 5 though.
That's what I mean. Points. That's the part I'm worried about. All right. Anyways, let's get to the questions before we get to our best bets of the week. Cam, we got some fun stuff for everybody. Cam, what team who won't make the playoffs will have the biggest bounce back next season? That's from Jason.
Cincinnati.
That's fair. If you had to pick someone else, like not the low-hanging fruit, who would it be?
Carolina.
Ooh.
Carolina is going to, am I going to tell you something? They're winning that division next year. That's my prediction. If Bryce Young stays healthy and they actually draft well, that's a division they've already lost. They should have beat Tampa Bay. They're the best. That's the beautiful thing about the division. You can get a little bit better and win it. There's no team that's like amazing. There's no Chiefs in that division. It's Bucks, Saints, a bunch of teams that are fair to middling. I will take Carolina.
I think if Atlanta,
and you know what? They cover numbers now, Drew. This is not the start of the year.
I think if Atlanta switches to Penix, they're gonna walk away with the division.
Good call. Actually, you know what? Penix is going to be a hell of a lot better. Cousins is done, bro. He's got noodle arm.
Yeah, he just lost it. He lost all the power to drive it. I think it could be because his leg isn't right. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's better next year, but I don't know. All right, next one from Dan. Best QB of all time, Cam. You can say Brady's the best, but your favorite is blank.
Brady's the best.
Who's your favorite to watch all time?
I hate to say this, but if he had a better rest of his team, Dan Marino probably would be in. I think Dan Marino had a team, he'd be one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history.
I mean, still
for just throwing the ball and making things happen. Where do you put Montana? It's hard comparing eras.
I'm not a fan of going this guy has the rings. He's the best ever.
No, you're right. So who would be your guy?
My guy's Peyton Manning. He'll always be Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning to me would be 3 or 4.
The stats are so much better than Tom Brady's and stuff. That he gets it for me.
He was almost unstoppable in the first years when he just sat back and started. When he figured it out, it was their offense.
No one could read a defense like Peyton. He'd be I know what.
I agree.
I know what coverage this is, and that's what I like watching.
Him, Dallas Clark, and Marvin Harrison for years was that combo was unreal.
Oh, and
it was out of a movie. You know what? It's a good call on Manning, actually. But I'm going to go. Dan Marino's kind of my underrated guy because I never thought they had a running game to help him out.
And then my most fun quarterback to watch, I'd say, I loved watching Vic, but honestly, I might say Cam Newton. Just how crazy he was running when he was in his prime. People forget how good Cam Newton was. They've seen how shitty he was at the end of his career with New England.
Warren Moon is my guy for most underrated.
Fair. I mean, Bledsoe will always be my guy because his name's but whatever.
He's Drew.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, for the Seahawks too. When I lived up in the Arctic. Yeah. What else you got for me?
Next one, best coach of all time in Cam's opinion.
Best coach of all time, Bill Walsh.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say Pete Carroll.
No, I'm not going to say Pete Carroll. Bill Belichick, you could say, is up there, but I think a lot of the time his teams were really talented. I think San Francisco had the horses, but you know what? San Francisco, it's interesting though, because Seifert did really well too after Walsh, right, Drew? So who's the best coach of all time, in your opinion? Definitely nobody with the Bills.
I mean, you can argue. I'm going Nick Saban in college. Is that crazy?
Yeah, that's fair. No, I'm not even. Yeah. No, Nick Saban in college is fine. You didn't say what type of football it was. Best NFL coach of all time.
I don't like saying Belichick because if without Brady, I don't think he'd.
Yeah. What about Chuck Noll with the old Pittsburgh Steelers? He was pretty good. That's a hard question. Sorry, guys. These questions are really tough in the morning. I got to think about this stuff for a long time.
All right.
There's been so many good ones.
All right, next one from Roach. What do you think? What's your favorite go-to old-time series that you think people have slept on that need to watch? This is in reference to you saying The Sopranos was amazing. It's another show like that you think people should go back and watch if they haven't seen it.
Wow. Oz.
That's a way back throwback.
Oz. Every actor in that show, when they show the jail scenes and stuff, every one of them is an underrated actor They've all gone on to move to better things. They're the best bit actors in the game. It takes place in prison. It's like a hardcore type of story. You
Is it
watch
like
it on Friday.
Cop Undercover? What's the premise?
No, just the premise is guys in jail, dirty stuff. Also, it's fun, man. I'm telling you, give that show a chance. You'll come back to me and say thank you.
So what's the plot? Like, who's the main character?
There's
I've never seen it. You guys tell it to me.
A lot of guys in jail. It's just about surviving prison life, like with little handmade weapons and cliques and this and that, whatever. Just watch the damn show. I can't explain it to you, man. I don't have enough like brain power right now. Just do yourself a favor.
Fine.
Okay?
Last one, Cam. Who's your go-to Super Smash Brothers character?
I don't even know what that is. What is Super Smash? So
Super Smash is a Nintendo fighting game with like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Donkey Kong.
I told you I like Glass Joe from the boxing game, or Mike Tyson's Punch Out, or like Bald Bull. Like, I'm old, dude.
So you're not
Blades of Steel.
Fair. So what's the last video game you've owned in your house and played?
The last video game I owned and played was with you at Fantasy Sports, that hockey game, and I didn't even know what button A did, C or D, as you and McCormick beat me by like 18 goals. And that was like 8 years ago.
The last game you owned in your house? Like, what's the last time you owned a console in your house?
I don't even want to admit this. Arkanoid.
What the hell is that?
Remember that game? It's a game where it's like Tetris, and you like knock off the bricks, and you try to smash it, and you get to smash bricks. It's just layers and layers and layers of trouble.
1986. Oh, it's a block breaker game where you hit the ball.
Yeah. Arkanoid.
Or Galaga. That was for the NES. That was the last time you had a console in your house. Hey, you weren't a PlayStation guy? Cam, Jesus Christ! I'm gonna buy you a Nintendo,
I got a PlayStation upstairs if you want it. Like, I haven't even brought it out of the box.
I'm gonna get Cam a Nintendo Switch for Christmas. Give me some.
Drew, I don't have time for Drew. I don't have time for
Cam,
my life.
You sit in your bed and you play it while you're laying down with your Darth Vader mask on. You'd be like,
I watch murder mysteries in bed. Like, just cut me some slack here.
Well, maybe it's a murder mystery video game where you get to kill people.
There's a few teams I want to kill, but
yeah, fair enough. All right, let's get to our best bets of the weekend. Yeah. Our gold, silver, and bronze selections. I will start with my bronze just to get out of the way. My bronze will be the San Francisco 49ers -2 on Thursday Night Football. Crazy as it sounds, I'm doing it, Cam. San Fran -2.
Love it. San Fran -2. What am I going to do here, Drew? What am I going to do? Oh, okay. I got one for you, Drew. Buffalo Bills +2 against Detroit. Let's own it. Let's defend it. Let's get it.
I
Buffalo.
I hope you're right. I really do. My silver, Cam. Am I crazy? I'm going to Carolina. Give me the Carolina Panthers. My silver pick.
Carolina is my silver pick as well. Carolina -1 over Dallas. Let's get it done outright.
We're both nuts, Cam. I love it. And
it's my fault. I brainwashed you on this.
Yeah, you did. I'm not going to lie. My gold, Cam, will be... I'm in a tough spot here.
I am too.
You know what? I want to take Baltimore, but it's so many points. I'm doing it. I'm going the Ravens. -14.5 is my gold pick, Cam. I think they just absolutely destroy them. I don't think it's close. I don't see how Drew Lock keeps us anywhere close to 14.5 points. That's my gold pick, the Ravens.
I don't know what to do with my final pick, Drew. I really have no. You know what? Give me Miami Dolphins +3 against Houston.
I will guarantee the viewers that pick changes on Thursday's show. That will not be Cam.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Put Miami in silver and give me Carolina's gold.
Okay,
because I want to own Carolina. Thank you,
Cam gold.
And I'll be switching to Miami pick because that's what I do.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that does it for Week 15, Episode 1.
There was a lot of games there, Drew. Tell these guys next time with questions, just please give me something from my era, even if you're young. Like, just like, I don't know what you guys are asking me. I don't know what these shows are, like Pokemon and
that's what's fun.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. You're right. Like it just makes me feel like I'm one step closer to a Whisper 2000 hearing aid and problems in my life. I already got back and hip pain. I don't need any more and wallet pain, Drew. Even though my wallet's very light and never heavy after I mismanaged my bets.
Are you still using the fold open wallets that have the cash and stuff, like the old school?
Actually, I'm so embarrassed. I don't even want to say this on the air. I used my earbuds holder as my wallet. It's basically like it has a zipper and I just put things in it. It's like a little mini. I'll show you on the next show. It is so embarrassing. Basically, I bought headphones and I lost my wallet. It is a zip thing. It's kind of like it's the size of a double credit card, and I just throw everything in it. And it's a zip.
So it's like I don't even my wallet. Is your wallet bigger than this?
It's about the same, but it's not made of like yours looks good. My wallet is basically like
this is that one that you can't steal my signals from my cards. Like if you people have those scanners where they go beep and steal all your credit card shit. This blocks that.
I would like one of those for Christmas. Tell me where to get it.
Okay, fair enough. So yours is not that.
Mine, Drew. If you stole what's in my wallet, it's yours. It's literally. I'm opening it for you. It's a zipper, and once you open, everything is yours. There's no
It's like a little coin purse?
Literally, it's like a good call. My wallet is a coin purse. It's pathetic.
And you
like I've hit rock. I actually don't even want to show you. It's so rock bottom.
I think we deserve to see the coin purse.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't have any pants on right now, so can we do it next week? Okay, I do the show in my underwear.
You can do this. Oh my god, I don't have any pants.
Sorry,
on.
Drew. It's comforting. Don't you find pants are uncomfortable?
Yeah, I do the
Maybe
show.
I'll do it in jogging pants.
I do the show standing though, not sitting, so I can't.
Yeah, so you're smart. Know what I need? I used to have a Buffalo. I had 3 Zubaz. They're back. Those comfortable like Zubaz pants with the crazy lines.
Yeah.
Zubaz. You know, I had a Bills one, a Seahawks one, and a Charlotte Hornets one. And I gave like a couple to my dad. They're the best comfortable pajamas. Ask the kids your era about Zubaz. They were hot, bro. People in Buffalo wear them. It's that crazy looking. They look like giraffe pants, but they got like basically they're the shitty slacks like a 80s rock band.
Yeah.
They're it's fucking embarrassing. Like a drywaller.
Yeah, it's
zebra print.
I just can't not picture you now wearing just no underwear, just doing the show with me now.
No, I do it in underwear. I don't do it bare noodle. We just underwear. Just let's leave it at that. Coin purse.
Yeah, fair. You let us see your coin purse. Apparently, yeah, that's what it is.
Next week I'll show you my coin purse.
Yeah, the actual money, not the coin purse I'm talking about. Not the one that we don't.
It's just Drew. It's so embarrassing. I know. That went right over my head. I'm gonna tell you, just the people might go. This guy is. It's embarrassing. Because when I go to the bar to pay for the football pool, all my money's always like mashed up because it's not really.
Are you that guy counting coins out of there too?
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I hate carrying loose change so much so that
actually I know what I do, Drew. I got a new one for loose change. I put it all in a big Ziploc bag, and then I go there and I go to the machine and dump it in.
You don't even have like a piggy bank, like a bottle or something?
No. I use a Ziploc bag, and then I go to the grocery store and go, and you dump it in the coin thing.
And they steal 5% of you.
They steal like 17%. I'm too lazy to roll it.
I hate carrying the change in my pocket. I literally just throw it at my wife. I'm like, here's $2, here's $2.50.
Good. Yeah, can I be your wife? Because I could really use $2.
Yeah, that's it. And then we go look and we're like, oh, we have $400 in our piggy bank. I'm like, oh, that's all loose change over a couple years. Yeah. All right. Anyways, that does it for this week's episode. Please click like, please click subscribe, please rate and review on all audio platforms. Ask some questions in the comments below. Let us know if you want to see Cam coin purse, not that one, the real coin purse. And we will see you on Thursday. Thanks for watching, everybody.
This has been Drew and Stu. Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.